Sup Shredders, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SP Reviews, where today I have the pleasure of reviewing a few tracks from an act named Kravt durch Krebs. I'm gonna go Kravt durch Krebs. And this is off of an album titled Schmerzkörper. If we switch over to here, Schmerzkörper. And we're gonna be reviewing the first three tracks here. Ich bin frequenzaler and Kopfkreische. I hope I'm not butchering those too much. If I am, I apologize. We're gonna listen to each of these three tracks from start to finish, and we're gonna hear what we think. Let's go. Oh, nice. We got some black metal vibes going on here. That guitar is focused on the right side of the stereo field. And we've got like the lyrics on the left side, I think, the vocals. Nice steady groove on those kicks with those blast beats. I like it. A lot of tension in this two chord harmony so far. Oh, we resolve into something a little bit more. Boom. Boom. Alright, I understand it. Man, that kick is just pummeling away, dude. I'm liking how it's chained in the mix. I mean, traditionally the vocal production in sort of music like this is quite raw. So like it comes with the territory. It's a shame that the vocals sound a little bit louder, but that's okay. You know, sometimes it's a stylistic thing, you know, so that's alright. It sounds aggressive as hell, and I enjoy that. And then, like, from what I can hear, the guy's got pretty solid technique for this type of vocal style. It's kind of like a wall of sound a little bit, isn't it? It's a malevolent and oppressive. And it's... Oh, there's... Boom, 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 boom. Wait, a seventh harmony then for a sec, but could be wrong. Apparently this is a one-man solo project as well, which I have a lot of love and respect for. That's really cool. You know. It isn't easy to make a song by yourself, let alone all the preparation that goes before getting to that point, let alone writing an album. So I think that needs to be congratulated, so... Oh. It's nice to have a break in that percussion there. It's nice to have a bit of room to breathe. And back into it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know, I was wondering if, like, there could occasionally have been drum fills, but I think that the driving force of this kick and snare combo with the cymbals is enough. At 3 minutes 20, it's quite short, but at the same time, I've got a lot of love for that. Hang on, I'm just gonna do something while I remember. Yeah, I don't want any notifications while I listen to my metal. They've released quite a bit, haven't they? I'm assuming these are some of the singles off of this album. Dude, there's no messing around with this. I don't know why we're going oh, because I had it on shuffle. That's okay. We're gonna go to Frequenzaler in a moment. Ich bin as I am. I think with my very, very basic understanding of German. I wish I knew how to pronounce the two dots. That'd be great for me, but unfortunately I'm not quite there yet with my German. I haven't done enough Duolingo episodes for that. Yep, Ich bin had, you know, these two chord motifs which were modulated, and occasionally did have a bit more variation on that. The unforgiving tone of the guitars in combination with the drums, and I think there was bass in there. Combined with the vocals that, while a little bit quiet in the mix, You could definitely hear them there. They're very authentic to black metal and similar genres like that, and I've got a lot of time for it. So we're going to listen to Frequency Alto now. Oh. We really want to keep those guitars on the right, aren't we? Nice to have some clean stuff going on with a little bit of a delay and reverb. Oh, I'm liking that filter work on the drums. It's pretty slick, eh? The triplet groove on these kicks is satisfying, eh? Like, I would listen to this outside of reviews. Absolutely. I don't know specifically a situation where I would, like, be prompted to listen to it. I think it's just nice and powerful in the way I kind of dig it, you know? I kind of vibe with that. I feel like I should listen to the most played song though on the album. So I will probably listen to Das Letzte of Bowman. Maybe that one? Yeah, I feel like I'll do that. Those kicks are powerful, man. They're nice and thick sounding. There's not clicky kind of sound to them. See, the vocals are fine there. It's interesting that they're on the right side when you've got the guitar as well. I would have expected them on the left, but that could be a deliberate thing. It's kind of like a weird ASMR kind of thing going on here with these vocals. They're so gentle, but you know you're about to get thrashed. Kind of a very ethereal melody going on here. Oh, it is a chord, isn't it? Yeah. And coming into the halfway point with these filtered drums, and again, it's a great way to shift the vibe and to shift the mood is to use these filters. You know, they're great fun. Really great fun. Well thought out. I'm liking that there's an increase in the variation of the drums as well in this part. I think that's really welcome. It's nice to have variation in the percussion. Nice, consistent rhythm on the guitars. Lots of space in this mix. I enjoy that in this track. Making the most of the 3 minutes 40. Oh, there's some ghost notes on the snare that I can hit there. That I can hear there. That's cool. I like that. I like the fact we've got that subtle variation on the snare rhythms there as well. It's a very simple riff in terms of its harmonic content and the. It's kind of very. It's very intense experience, even though some of these arpeggios are kind of pretty, I guess. And yeah, I'll listen to Das Letzte of Bowman. Das Letzte of Bowman. The track with the most plays off the album. Yes. Yes. Guitars on both sides. Thank you. Oh. This is what I've been wanting this time, is to have the guitars on both sides of the stereo field, just so it really fills it in completely, you know? And the vocals are a bit louder now as well, which is good. You know, like if I understood German, I'd probably know what he was talking about now. Like, truthfully, it's a little bit unsettling, this experience where he's kind of like talking on. This is kind of like more of a story from the specific manner of the, like, it's one of those ones where the song accompanies like the story being told by the. I know that sounds very basic. Like, what I mean, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes there are songs where the person isn't necessarily singing, but they're just talking to you. You know, kind of breaking that fourth wall a little bit. It's just driving, but it's just driving forward. The guitar, bass, and drums is just not. It's just pummeling you, dude. It is not unrepentant. It's just a 4-chord bass line, a 4-note bass line. But that doesn't need to be overcomplicated, you know. You don't need to break what isn't broken, or try to fix what isn't broken. There's a real sense of animosity from this composition, actually. It's kind of unsettling, this experience. Very tense. The music's kind of pulsating and writhing. Hearing Kravt durch Krebs, like, speaking like this with like that phone filter is just, it's unsettling, man. Could be describing his, you know, like, could be. The bass line is pretty clean though, I have to admit. That bass tone is like, and the consistency of those bass notes is charming. We've just gotten rid of the guitars, really, haven't we? Like, the guitars are very subtle in the mix. You can still hear them a little bit on the right side. Where are we going with this? I don't know, man. I'm a little bit anxious. A little bit anxious about this. Is this the end? It's just moving forward. It's just a mood. It's just a vibe, isn't it? It is just a vibe, this track. It is the end of the album. It is fascinating, don't get me wrong. Clearly a competent instrumentalist. The guitar, drum, bass parts were lovely, and I could hear a mild dynamic range the whole way through, which indicates to me that these were recorded in analog, or like they weren't, you know, copied and pasted or anything like that. I'm loving the authenticity in that arrangement, in that recording process, that production process. And we've just got the fizz. We've just got the fizzle. And we fade out with that. Wow. So we listened to Ich bin, Frequenzhalter and Das Letzte auf Bowman, off of Kravt durch Krebs album Schmerzkörper. I do quite like this kind of music. You had to be in a certain mood for it. Like if you maybe I wouldn't even say it's the kind of music you listen to whilst you're angry. Like it's just borderline nihilism. Like when I'm kind of not really feeling like much at all, I'll listen to this and kind of nod my head and kind of vibe to it, and it just kind of like enjoy the power and how merciless it is. Again, with this record, I think you'd obviously get more value out of it if you understood the language. For me personally, I don't really speak a lot of German, but I can appreciate what was going on for the vast majority of the time with the vocals. It was just a shame that the vocals were like a little bit quiet, at least in my opinion. Nick Ben. Again, that could have been something that was done on purpose, and that's fine. That's okay. I liked that we didn't try to overcomplicate the harmonies and melodies too much. We had sort of set ideas. We sort of compartmentalize these. Hang on a minute. I'm trying to remember to make myself big in these conclusions because otherwise I'm just a tiny little man talking in the corner. Yeah, I think that it's great we compartmentalize these songs into separate ideas, just for the effect of it being very simple to follow. The different sections of each track worked well together, flew effortlessly between. I think that the how sort of reliable and consistent the drums were, and the looping of those kind of grooves is what helps stick everything together, as well as the tone of the guitars. It was a fascinating effort. I would like to hear more from Kravt durch Krebs. I'm really sorry that I'm not pronouncing that correctly. I know I'm probably butchering it a little bit, but I am trying. I'm trying. I can only imagine that if these tracks I listened to today were at this standard, the rest would probably be quite good as well. I didn't really listen to these in the middle. This is quite a fair bit of attention, especially like in a genre like this, which doesn't get as much love as it needs. I really think there's value in this kind of music and what musicians try to say when they're making it. And I have gotten a chance to review a little bit of this kind of black metalish kind of stuff in the past, and I'd like to hear more. So, but for now, I've gotten the opportunity to listen to this record, Schmerzkörper from Kravt durch Krebs, and that's effectively my review. It's before I go to the big camera. Is there anything else I'm missing? Yeah, I think that's basically it. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine with that. I think that considering this is like a one-person project, for them to be able to accomplish what they have is pretty something to celebrate. You know what I mean? There are, of course, upsides to working alone. Like you don't have to ask for permission from other band members to do stuff. You don't have to deal with the dramas of having to deal with different egos and that sort of situation. But at the same time, working on by yourself, it can seem like a challenge to be able to produce and record well, and you have to really believe in your material in order to make it work. And I feel like this musician really has what it takes to continue to put out great material, and I hope they can find more and more people to enjoy it. And if you did like Kravt durch Krebs, Dirk Krebs material, feel free to go check out their Spotify and various social medias. But thank you for watching this review. Stay cool and stay safe, and please also remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as you need help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on. I suppose before I go, I love it when albums have like radio filter or static filters or something like at the end of the records, just as a kind of, again, that extra little bit of uncertainty. It makes you feel really strange and sort of like something's gone horribly wrong, even if you're not totally aware of why that is. And it's something that transcends like language boundaries and stuff like that. Music can tell you a lot, and I really appreciate that. So thank you. See you later. Spider hands out.